Welcome to the last video in the pre-launch mini course here. Thanks for sticking with us. Today we're going to talk about how you can actually get your offer out on social media and get people really ready to buy right away. So we've been talking about building a community in a really value-adding, natural way. And I want to present an option for you and how you can actually present your offer on social media too. Because if you're building a great community, if you've built the trust with them by offering them value between your behind the scenes posts, your blog content, your tips, your quotes, all of that jazz should be consumed by 80% of the posts going out on social media. So that still leaves 20%. Now, what should that 20% be? It should be priming your audience to get ready to buy. So talk to them about what their pain points are. Sometimes I think we forget to point out what pain points our audience actually has, because sometimes as they're going through and they're not even aware that they have a pain point, but if you bring it up, you can actually go ahead and let them know. So for example, at MeetEdgar, we could say, did you know you're spending about 8 hours a week posting on social media when you don't have to be? That 8 hours could actually go into content creation. And then we could be like, oh, that's a pain point our followers can relate to, and we've got them hooked in to actually want to buy our product now. So make sure they're aware of their pain point, and then make sure you've offered them a really great urgency and sense of urgency on why to buy your product or service over someone else's. So when these promotional posts come up about 20% of the time in your feed, you want to give people a sense of urgency, because we are terrible at making decisions. I know you've been there, I've been there too. We all just want to be able to make decisions right away, but our brains are full of emotions. They're full of a chatter talking us in and out of things all the time. So you need to build up that emotional connection with your audience so that when these promotional posts comes up, they emotionally feel like they're invested in you, and the logic in their brain seeing those pain points will also be activated, saying, logically, yes, I know I need this. But that's not the only part of the buying process. Again, that emotional appeal is going to be such a strong way of actually selling to people too. So you need both of them, the emotional appeal and the logic. So if you've built up the emotion, if you've done that work, then selling on logic can become pointing out their pain points and saying, well, of course you need this product or service, right? So you need to make their pain point really aware, create that sense of urgency. So say, if you're one of the first 10 people to buy, you'll get this bonus offer of this PDF offering XYZ templates. You'll get this bonus offer of a free one to give to a friend. You'll get this bonus offer of lifetime access to our membership group. Whatever it is, create a sense of urgency so people need to make a decision right away and they feel confident about that decision they're making. Other things you can do, of course, are discounts. You can make really great discounted posts to get people to have that sense of urgency going on too. Whatever you do, remember during social media marketing, why we recommend the 80-20 rule when it comes to getting your content out is so that people don't feel like you're just broadcasting sales, that you're just a billboard out there, but you've created that engagement. And as it goes and says, when you're actually starting to build brand loyalty, it takes about 7 touch points with someone in order for them to recognize and be loyal to your brand. So you need those 7 touch points to be emotionally charged, to be really human charged with that behind the scenes and that value adding content. That 20% content that's going to be a little more salesy will become crossing as something that, they're happy to buy from you because they know you are the right person to solve their pain point and you're going to make their life better. So let them know how your product or service will make their life better. Have a conversation with them on social media. Create a sense of urgency for them once your product or service is ready to go. Perhaps start creating a pre-launch phase where people can prepay for your product or service ahead of time, ahead of when it's launched, to get a discount on that. So start those creative juices flowing on how you can get this excitement up, because as it comes down to these last words that I'm going to be chatting with you about when it's about social media marketing in the pre-launch phase, it's about building relationships, nurturing people along the way so that you can make that sale and it feels good on both ends. Awesome to have you in this mini course series. Thanks for sticking with us. Use MeetEdgar to help during this stressful phase, during this really exciting phase in your business. The code is EdgarSocial, or email me. I love to hear from you. Support@meetedgar.com. I'll see you guys soon.